Ready? You're feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? With your quiet voice and impeccable style. Don't ever let them steal your joy. And your gentle ways to keep them from running wild. They can kick dirt in your face, dress you down, and tell you that your place is in the middle when they hate the way you shine. See you tugging on your shirt, time to hide inside of it, hide how much it hurts. Well, let them laugh while they can. Let them spin, let them scatter in the wind. Well, I've been to the movies, I've seen how it ends, and the jokes on them. Good evening, good people. All right, dog doesn't want to sing. What's up, Chimpy? No singing tonight? We went for a walk right before here. It's a little warm out. There's a heat wave, and Champ's like, I'm good. No more? All alone Sunday morning here at home. Sky's blue and the coffee's strong. It's true. Then I open my eyes to dream realized in front of me. And I haven't got a clue what in the world is happening to me. I think I'm happy, like the first day of summer vacation. Happy, gotta get a little rest and relaxation. Happy, like the choir on Sunday morning singing true. Good evening, folks. We got no fancy voice action today. All the rumors were just that. Nothing. Although I did see, I don't know if it was real or not, but it looks like Elon Musk is going to create a TikTok competitor over there on X. So if the government goes ahead and shuts this shit down, maybe we'll have another place to play. My 11-year-old grandson is mimicking Champy singing. Okay, you gotta sing, Champy. You ready? No rapping, no rapping. Singer-songwriter here, all right? Hey, I've been driving, I've been wondering what it is I'm running from again. Feel like an 80-year-old man holding on to 29. And up ahead on the horizon is a California line. Up ahead of trucks carrying a wide load, prefab house cut in half, cute little front door and 2 windows, my lord. Ain't sure whether to cry or should laugh. See, I broke a home up myself once as I stumbled to that door. I read a note by the dawn's light, said, don't you come round here anymore. I've had enough of this freedom of the road. Never was good with decisions, at least that's what I've been told. All right, I think Chaffee's done with the singing. I have a request. Stop singing that fucking song. Oh, man alive. Hello, brother. Special teams, special players, special plays. What are we going to do tonight? I went live on TikTok. How can you do it? It takes a special kind of sickness to do what I do. I don't know. You know, well, part of it is have something to say. Part of it is just do it. Just do it over and over and over. All right, the hair's gonna get pretty bad tonight. It's puffing. It's going 70s carpet salesman pretty quick here, people. You're just gonna have to deal with it. but I do have a lovely heirloom I could sell you. Is it contagious? Buffering. Oh, really? Seriously? You may have to learn it and skip the intro because it's hard from the beginning. ELP. What's ELP? Welcome everyone to the Irregulars in the AI Salon. Lunastick in the house. Side hustle Mimi in the house. No buffering for Vicky. Hey Vicky, hope you're doing okay. Brandon, okay on his end. Okay, Dr. J, no buffering for me. So it looks like someone other than me has shitty internet. Ah!
You can make money with ChatGPT.
All right. Tad here. A Tad buffering? Or your name's Tad? Probably a potato. Shit. Hi, name's probably a potato, but you can call me Tad. Ethan Mollick wrote a really cool piece today that I want to go look at because it essentially directly mirrored what we just added to the AI Salon as the AI Salon Journey, except it was missing the third one. And it reminded me, let's see. So what happened? So this was kind of fun. Somebody posted on Twitter that the new Udio song extender thing where you can upload a piece and it'll continue it, that it sucked and it wasn't as good as Suno. And then I piped in and said, yeah, I was doing live last night, and then this guy said, my DMs are open. You can give me any feedback you want. Turns out he was the product guy for Udio. So I don't know if you're in here tonight, but if you are, welcome. Probably not. But I gave him some feedback. I told him what I thought would be better than what was there. And then I invited him to speak at the AI Salon. So maybe we'll get the product guy from Udio to come speak at the AI Salon. I know Mr. IT'd be excited about that. Your playing style and sound would be good with it. What's the song, Joker? Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. I'm level 20. What the heck does that mean? Your levels are not irrelevant until you get to level 33, and then all hell breaks loose. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Oh. No, that wasn't before my time. I listened to them a bit as a kid. I wasn't super into them, but what song? What song of theirs? Oh, that was ELP. For some reason, my mind went to ELO, and I'm like, ELP. I don't know what that was. No, I knew Emerson, Lake and Palmer. What song? What song is it? Level 33. From the beginning. Okay, yeah, I don't know it. Let me go find it on guitar tabs. From the start? Oh, from the beginning. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Most popular version. Play. The official. It's got all sorts of fancy chords in it there, Joker. I would actually have to learn this. All right. I got it up, though. All right. I don't actually want homework. Look at that hair. Good Lord, it's getting larger. What the fuck is happening? You can skip the intro. It's tough. All right, I'll go watch some vids of it. Okay, let's see. Have you heard about ChatGPT? No. What's ChatGPT? This is the AI learning lab, not the AI teaching lab. Sorry. Is that supposed to be a cool thing? The pompadour is popping. It sure fucking is. Hey, little lady. How's it going? Care to light up the dance floor with this urban cowboy? Like, share, subscribe. Get to level 33. That's it. What kind of trouble are you making today? I don't know. I think I'm going to start out with something nice. We're going to go read a little magazine article together. A little Medium article from one Ethan Mollick. And then we'll see. We don't have any new toys to play with. I kind of thought we'd have toys to play with tonight. I can do whatever. We can go play with ChatGPT. I can take requests and ignore them. Maybe we'll do a daily jank with Frank tonight. I think I can resurrect my rage for Xfinity. And we could make a little customer service video for Xfinity. Card tricks. I don't really do card tricks. I started learning that cardistry stuff for a while. And then the only thing that's really stuck with me is the Pharaoh shuffle. Where you... Well, that's not really a cardistry trick. I mean, some of the cardistry tricks use those. But there's something just ADD friendly about, Pharaoh shuffling the deck together. And then doing that. Or, doing that is semi-ADD friendly. Single hand. Well, But no card tricks. See, the thing about card tricks and magicians is it's good if you've got the OCD side of neurospicy, but if you've got the ADHD side of neurospicy, you just don't have the attention span for it. Like, once I learn the trick, I get bored of it. LTX, we can go play with LTX. Although LTX is still a little janky to really dig into. But I'm happy to show it. So, all right. Let's see. What do we got here? What's we got? Joker used to know a few card tricks, of course. Is LTX going to get better anytime soon? Yes, I think it will. In fact, yeah. So there's a couple of things that are going to make LTX better. One of the things, I listened to the live stream from LTX the other day, yesterday. Yeah. They've got 20,000 alpha users, so they got 20,000 people using it, which, we probably got like 50 or 60 from in here. So we have a pretty good chunk of the 20,000. But a lot of them are filmmakers, so they're getting feedback from filmmakers, which is good. So that's going to help them get better fast. And then they're going to tap into all this new technology when Sora comes out. And it was interesting. One of the things that he talked about was they have prioritized speed over quality. So when you do your little renders, when you make your little scenes in LTX and it makes all the images really quickly, he said, listen, we could crank the quality up on those, but it would take, 5 minutes to make any changes. And so they're sort of doing this balancing act between janky and good and speed. So I can imagine that manifesting in the product as different modes. There's sort of ideation mode, and then there's sketch mode, and then there's production mode. And in production mode, everything's, pinned, and it probably will cost a lot of money. And then in, instant mode, right? It'll all be quick, but it'll be cheaper free. All right. Pika Labs came out with some updates. Also, there's a new Chinese Sora competitor came out today that if you have a Chinese phone number, you can actually get it. I don't. Know any AI that can help students make a research poster for a conference? Tried Canva and meh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could go to DALL-E or Ideogram or Midjourney and have them come up with the basic artwork and then do the typography in, like, Photoshop. Maybe Midjourney. Come up with the main image in Midjourney and then go into Photoshop or Illustrator and just assemble it all there. That's probably how I'd make a poster right now. We're not quite at the point you can do just jam out a poster. I mean, I would say go to Canva for inspiration if you find designs you like there, but then just generate the image in Midjourney, upscale it in one of the upscalers, and then add typography. And don't feel like you have to use AI for everything. Understand the tools, understand the limitations, and don't, if you spend 4 hours trying to get it right in AI and you could have spent an hour and a half getting it right in Photoshop, do it in fucking Photoshop. If the Udio guy is there, tell him that the voiceover does not work on their platform. Okay, I will. It worked for me last time I used it, but they just did a big update, so maybe they broke it. That happens. You add some new features and... Yes, King. It's decision overwhelm. On what we do tonight, Lunarstick? I know. There's so much stuff to do. And what's funny about as the tools get more sophisticated, it takes a longer time to demo the tools because there's just a lot of shit in them. Like ChatGPT used to be like ba-ba-ba-dum-bum-bum-bow. And now it's like there's 17 things to demo, and they're all subtle, and you got to find the icons and go check out Kling. I don't know what Kling is. Where? Oh, Kling AI? Kling AI. No. Did you know that you can make money with ChatGPT?
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Yes, I did. I know it so much I have the gold button. How do you make money with ChatGPT? All right, let's get started. Chasing every new tool is not sustainable. It's a bad way to do things. Yep, I agree with that. I listen. It was possible for 9 months to chase the biggies at least, but it's not anymore. They're just moving too fast, and there's just too many. You know what it is now is because the tools are sort of getting in parity with one another. The differences between them are really subtle, and if there's 5 large language models that you could use that all have slightly different advantages here and there, it's a lot. It's a lot to keep in your head and keep track of, and you just can't do it. So LTX posted the winner for the blue contest. It was a good video. Nice. Yeah, I think I saw that. Much stuff to do right now, and then I will finish with Suno. All right, so let's see. Why don't we do this? Go to that place. That's going to take you to a link tree. What's new? I'm just getting started. No big major announcements from OpenAI today. Go there, and the first link will say AI Salon Community, and then click on that. And that's going to take you to the AI Salon website. And it should drop you right on this page, which is Welcome to the Salon. And we just made our tagline for the salon, play first. And you might be like, but Kyle, what's that mean? What do you mean play? What do you mean? What do I mean? Wait, hang on. Got to adjust some things here. Wait, I don't have hair. Yeah. Play first. What that means is kind of like what Pate was just saying, that chasing every tool out there and trying to keep up with it all is not sustainable. But you know what is sustainable? Just go play with this shit. Take it less seriously. Play first. Find your muse. Find your tool. Find the thing that gives you the shivers in a good way. And then this community is full of people who are trying to figure this stuff out. So if you're trying to figure this stuff out, one of the most important things you can do, short term and long term, in my opinion, I have a lot of thoughts on this. Best thing you can do is surround yourself with people, like-minded people, who are up to similar stuff. And so this group, we are a talented group of misfits, ne'er-do-wells, and those brave enough to face the terrifying uncertainty and exciting inevitability of generative AI head-on. We gather to support and inspire one another, to step into the unknown together. On this journey, we play first, mindfully create, and generously lead, to rediscover ourselves and reinvent the work we do. If we succeed on our journey, we just may bend the arc of humanity ever so slightly toward the light. That's who this group is. Now, this doesn't cost anything to join. We are brave and irregulars. Exactly. And ask questions later. And then these three things: play first, mindfully create, and generously lead. This is kind of the new AI Salon Journey. And I think this is the journey that we're all on. Thank you, Joy. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with the new vision. And so the AI Salon Journey is this. At the AI Salon, we play first, joyfully exploring generative AI, gaining the knowledge and inspiration to mindfully create, surprising ourselves and powerfully meeting challenges, unleashing us to generously lead others, enriching lives, redefining what's possible, and unlocking a new era of human achievement. Isn't that cool? So, Leah and I have been talking about this for a month or so, and then we've been kind of wordsmithing it and putting it together and kind of Lego blocking all this stuff. And this is where we landed. We landed on these three things. The generously lead thing is like, learn out loud. Share what you're doing. Share it on LinkedIn. Like even if you're like a totally clueless noob with this AI stuff, you're like, but I don't know anything, Kyle. Share that you're learning it. Share it out loud. Lunashtick, I love this. Talk about it. But I don't know what I'm doing. Talk about it anyway. Hey, I'm trying this AI stuff. It seems really exciting, but I'm totally clueless. Say that. That's generously leading. Champ's generously leading. He's teaching people how not to fuck with this house. Champy, 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 Champy. So, this is how we do what we do. This is the journey that we're all on together. And then how we do that, how we show up, is what we value. So we show up with curiosity. And we show up with playfulness. And we show up with empathy. And we show up with bravery, like doing it anyway. It's fucking terrifying, all this stuff. And generosity. So those are the values of the salon. So if this sounds like the kind of thing that lights your fire, then you should join it. And I said before it doesn't cost anything. That's not true. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the sales pitch. $49.95 a month. I knew it. No, here's what it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you the vulnerability and willingness to participate, to step into the community and actually participate. Don't just fucking lurk. So the first thing that you should do after you read all that, and if you like what we're about, go to the community section and introduce yourself. Use your real name. This isn't Discord. And get to know people. And let people know that you're here. Let people know what you're up to. Let people know where you are on the AI journey. And dig in. And there's all sorts of cool shit in here. There's a giant list of tools where we've done the work for you, and you don't have to figure out what to go play with. Look, this is all... You want the next month of your life to be completely captivated? Just go on this list and do a tool a day for the next month. And at the end of that month, I guarantee you will have reinvented yourself in some way, some form or other. Promise you. And then go into the water cooler and talk to people and go check out the news and shameless self-promotion, see what people are up to. And there's a show and tell section where if you did cool work, you can go show it off. And then there's guilds. There's all these sub-communities. Creative guilds and business guilds and technology guilds and social impact guilds. And there's even little clubs. AI Irregulars. That's us. Go in there. And when you hang out here every night, and you should hang out here every night, Auntie Bubbles, I'm here but not in spirit. My spirit is dead. Oh, that's no fun. Let go and let Kyle. Jesus. Yeah, learning lives like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Welcome to Chat ADD. So as we play here night after night, go to the Irregulars channel and share silly little things that you make. They don't have to be about me. They shouldn't be about me. There's plenty of me. I am well represented. So make it about hedgehogs and turtles. Which, by the way, you know what we haven't seen in a while, people? Oh, we'll look at Weird Mary, too. Da 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 da.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right, you're great, zombie. Good times here at the Waterfront Village, open for the next 11 days.
That is the most perfect comic timing in the history of humanity. Got a zombie here. What do you think? I like turtles. This will never not be funny. I know, exactly. Probably a Potato is my real name. Very nice. I like it. Solid. Yeah, this is just, I don't know. There's just something. Some things in life are perfect.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend the zombie, Jonathan.
Camera
You're
work,
looking good.
perfect.
Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right, you're great, zombie. Good times here at the Waterfront Village, open for the next 11 days.
How does she hold it together? Oh my God, it's so good. Okay. All right, let's look at Weird Mary, shall we?
Cedar Hill is a quiet town where the oak trees sway. The whistle of the train echoes through the day. People greet you with a nod. Nothing ever seems to change, but the stories still unfold unique and strange. She grew up tough in the town we called home. Folks never took to her, no matter her tone. Longing to be on the inside, longing for love just a little. She found herself as a guest in the nervous hospital. Weird Mary from Cedar Hill, she howls when she's blue, of sadness and shame under the southern moon.
All right, if you don't know that song, that is the hit song Weird Mary from Cedar Hill by Kyle Shannon and the Irregulars. Official video by Kelly Bosch. I like that song so much. All right. It was fun. We made that here. We made it live, people. Live. I tell you, live. Okay, so where I'm going to go right now is I'm going to go to... Here, you know where I'm going to go? I'm going to go back to AI Salon. And in the community section, no one's introduced themselves yet, so go introduce yourself, you ninnies. How many people are in here? Oh, there's only 61 people in here. This might be all irregulars in here. Go to Play First. And so this is this little section that I maintain with all these tools in it. And scroll toward the bottom, or scroll to the bottom, all the way to the bottom, and then scroll up a little bit. And here's 4 people you should follow. The very first one I mentioned, Ethan Mollick, Wharton Business School professor, wicked smart, writes about this generative AI stuff in I don't know, it's just with clarity, but with insight, with hands-on practical stuff, with theoretical research stuff. He's just really good. So he put out an article today. His blog is called oneusefulthing.org. You should follow him on Twitter. You should follow him on LinkedIn. And he wrote this thing, Doing Stuff with AI, Opinionated Mid-Year Edition. Look at the first subhead. Experiencing AI through play. Let's go back to the new journey with the AI Salon. Play first. Wild, right? It was wild to me anyway. Where did I put... Oh no, I lost my tab. Dum. Is this it? Yeah, there we go. I've given thousands of people... I've given talks to thousands of people about AI, and there are lots of things that I can demo and tend to amaze or worry folks. But there's one thing that never fails to delight. Make a song. So before you do anything else, go to Suno, which you can get via Microsoft Copilot, or Udio, and make a song. Even if you've done it before, the updated models are much better and you should try again. Here's an example. And so he puts a song in here. Yeah, it's no Weird Mary, but fine. And then he just talks about playing. He just talks about different tools. He then jumps into ChatGPT. So if you go back to the AI Salon, Play First, what do we start with? ChatGPT. And then he talks about different things. Then, what's he say? Getting serious. Using AI to do stuff. Which is mindfully create. And he goes through all the tools and talks about problem solving and how you use the tools and things like that. So I would strongly encourage you to go read that article but really start to internalize this idea, because I'm starting to see these ideas show up in places all at the same time, and not because anyone's copying each other. This we used to experience this a lot at agency.com in the early days of the World Wide Web. When you get tuned into this gets a little like university woo-woo shit. He's monitoring us, Kyle. Who is? Oh, Ethan Mollick. Yeah, I don't think Ethan Mollick is hanging out in the AI Learning Lab, but if he is, hey, Ethan, big fan. Big fan. Thank you, Forever Hooked. We used to have this running joke at agency.com. So I started agency.com in 1994, like before anyone heard of the internet, and you know, the World Wide Web development scene in New York City, all of the people in it could fit in a small room when it first started. And then we ended up getting a big room at the Sony headquarters on 55th Street, and they gave us a conference room that could sit 300 people, and it's gotten way bigger since then, obviously. But those early days, 94, 95, 96, we had this running internal joke that if you had an idea, we used to say, don't say it out loud, because if you do, you'll see it 3 weeks from now. Because it happened all the time. Someone would say, oh, I've got this idea, and they would articulate it, and then 3 weeks later it would show up. And so I think when so many people are focused on a single thing and they're all sort of putting their attention to it, a lot of the same things start to emerge. And this, to me, feels very much like a core fundamental truth. So if you want to get AI literate, and if you want to be in a group of people that are doing it in a simple, powerful way, this is it. You don't need to join the salon to do this, but like, take these and really internalize them. And what's interesting about this is I think of these three stages of this journey as a fractal. So I could see this being like a 3 or 4 or 5 year journey where you're sort of playing and then you're building and then you're leading, but it's just rolling for 5 years. But then underneath it, there can be small little versions of this. And I could see you going through little versions of this for every tool or for every use case, or one for your family life, one for business. And you just basically keep rolling through this. Just play. Start out with play. Play. Get inspired. Don't put any pressure on yourself. And then once you have your head around it, then start to say, okay, what can I do with it? How can I solve some problems? And then share it. So anyway, so go read Ethan Mollick's article. Doing Stuff with AI, Opinionated Mid-Year Edition. Put out today. All right? New ideas pop, indeed. Everybody knows Kyle's on the forefront. No, I'm just persistent. I'm just like a fucking stubborn Taurus. Fucking pit bull. Like when I get what... Well, here's what it is. I've now been on this planet long enough to know how lucky I am, how lucky we are to be aware of this AI shit this early. We're so early. It may feel, it's funny. I keep seeing on Twitter, is it overhyped? Is it overhyped? And in fact, like in one of these corners is my video series called Underhyped, where I actually think this AI stuff's underhyped. We have not begun the hype phase yet. Like, we're not even close. This feels so much like 1994, 1995. Like, if you do if we're just to map what's going on now back then with the World Wide Web, we're maybe mid 1995 in terms of like what the palpable feeling is. The World Wide Web didn't get frothy until mid 97, 98. Now, I think AI is moving faster, so I don't think it's going to be 3 or 4 years until it's overhyped and over frothy. But I think it's probably going to be a year and a half, 2 years. Right now, the Ethan Mollick about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, put out a study. 47% of Americans have not even heard of ChatGPT. 47% haven't even heard of it. Another 20% on top of that had never used it. Another 7% on top of that had used it once or twice. So that's 77% have essentially never used it or never heard of it. 77%. And then in that 33%, the people that used it regularly, I think it was 7. Or maybe it was 12. I don't know. It was some small number. So what do you think about AI future and how it will affect us? I don't know. I know that humans will adapt. We always have. I don't know that we've ever created a technology this powerful. So I think the speed with which we're going to have to adapt and how much it changes what we value in society, I think it's going to happen really fast. And I think we're going to have to confront stuff a lot. So, the printing press revolutionized things, but, it didn't get to 100 million users in 6 weeks like ChatGPT did. And it did. I mean, the World Wide Web took 6 years to get to 100 million users. ChatGPT showed up, it's sort of sitting on top of 50 years of machine learning and neural network development and artificial intelligence research at the same time where all of the infrastructure, cloud computing, high-speed internet, is all just sitting there. Right? The World Wide Web, all that shit had to be built. None of it existed. Our computers had to call up other computers and say, "Hey, bud, you mind letting me in?" Okay, what do I think about how AI is going to affect us? I'm taking the contrarian view. And I can't believe it's a contrarian view, but it is. I'm taking the contrarian view that we get to decide how we use these things. I think it's up to us. I don't think it's the robots are going to kill us. The robots are going to... How can we make use of being early adapter as a good outcome? Play, build, lead. Play, build, lead. Just keep doing that. Just keep putting it out there. Keep experimenting. Things are moving so fast that the thing that you do, if you built the most brilliant thing in the world tomorrow, it's going to be obsolete 6 months from now. So get used to critical thinking, curating, playing, playing. And then as you learn shit, build shit. Don't get attached to any of it. So I wrote a LinkedIn article, I think last week, that I said why I'm going to start calling it CI instead of AI. I saw a tweet that inspired this that said AI is the collective intelligence of humanity. And all of a sudden it just hit me like right between the eyes. That's what I've been trying to explain for like 9 months. Is that when I first started using AI, I was thinking of it like a system. Even though one of the very first thoughts I had when I started playing with ChatGPT is the Turing test is dead. Which the Turing test, if you don't know, is the test created by Alan Turing in the 50s that basically said we will have artificial intelligence when we can interact with a computer and not know if there's a human on the other side of the screen or not. And so the first time I used ChatGPT, that's where I went. My son is very tech savvy, 44 years old, and has never used it. He's a bit dismissive about it. Yep, exactly. There's a weirdness going on with the... If ever there was a fuck you technology, AI's it. The younger generation should be pouncing on this shit to try to fuck stuff up. Fuck up how work's done, fuck everything up, and they don't seem to care. The Gen Xers are kicking ass with this stuff. I think because the Gen Xers can appreciate having been through the web stuff and been through PCs showing up. We had much of our lives, we didn't have personal computers. Thank you, Lord Digital Gods. So I think we can appreciate it, but we've also got a bit of a, sort of a fuck you attitude. So anyway, I think Gen Xers are going to just, are kicking ass right now. Okay. So a couple of things about the AI future. I think it is absolutely inevitable, and it's not going away. It's not going away. Not going away. The World Wide Web didn't go away. When the World Wide Web bubble burst in 2000, and everyone's like, it's all over. It's all over. No, it wasn't. The stupid companies and the stupid money went away. But it just kept rolling, and it changed everything. This isn't going away. So that's one thing I know. It's going to disrupt a lot of work, but the work that it's going to disrupt probably most dramatically, meaning fastest and most sweeping, is repetitive, non-creative work. So if your job is something like data entry or cranking out copy, you're just in a giant Borg of an ad agency holding company, and you're just cranking out copy. Those jobs, those tasks are going to get automated. And if you think of your job as a collection of tasks, I heard Paul Raitzer talked about this today at the B2B marketing summit. If you think of your job as a collection of tasks, a lot of those tasks are going to be automated by the AI. It's going to be able to do it as good or better than you very, very soon. And so the immediate response to that is, oh shit, all the jobs are gone. But are there some other tasks that you could be doing that's higher level task work, higher level critical thinking, higher level creativity, higher level contribution, that you could still be contributing, and not just contributing, but contributing at a higher level? Maybe at a more creative level, maybe at a more engaged level, maybe at a more intellectually stimulating level. Because all of the repetitive, low-level, soul-sucking shit is now just being done. My experience with generative AI is that the more I use it, the more alive my brain is getting, the more creative I am, the more ideas I have, not less. It's this counterintuitive thing, right? Well, if the AI is creative, then aren't you going to be less creative? No. Because what the AI is doing is allowing me to take my human ideas that historically I couldn't get out of my fucking head because I didn't have the skills or the attention span or the aptitude or the just capability to get it out of my fucking head. Or I had insecurities. Oh, I'm just not good enough. I can't put that idea out in the world. What if someone calls me on it? Right? All that human level bullshit that keeps ideas locked in here. I'll get to it, and then 30 years later, you still haven't fucking gotten to it. So, what if people all over the world, Mr. K all day, my most boring admin tasks are for teaching are done by AI 100%. Mr. K, AI literate, AI forward. He runs the Education Guild with Stacy in the AI Salon. Thank you, Mr. K. His school district's not even letting him fucking talk about AI to his students. Can't even talk about it. They got someone there who's thinking critically, who's passionate about this stuff, who's taking the shitty parts of his job, automating that with AI. Why? So that he can engage with students better, he can teach better, he can think better, he can provide guidance better. What if AI trained us to suck less as humans because it does the shitty work and it lets us step into this higher level of engagement, higher level of empathy, higher level of creative expression? I think it is just as plausible that the AI tools, the CI tools, the collective intelligence tools that they are, actually free us up to be who we want to be. How many people right now are pissed off because the work they're doing, A, doesn't pay enough, but B, just smashes, it compresses them down, grinds them down. Or they'll kill us. But see, I think we get to choose. I think we get to choose that. Why have one unfinished project when you can have hundreds? Exactly. But you know what's funny, Brandon? I absolutely have, dozens of unfinished projects right now. But you know what I also have? I have a bunch of projects that got finished in an hour or two. And they're done. Like Weird Mary, we wrote that over like 3.5 hours on a live here one night. It's done. It's good. It's good enough. I rewrote the choruses when I sing it on my guitar because it kind of mixed up a couple of musical sections that I thought were better another way. So I maybe put in another half hour, 45 minutes on it, but it's done. The little tool that I wrote for my company that helps us write our creative prompting questions for Storyvine, that took me, I don't know, a week to build. And now it saves us days out of our client engagements. It's just there. So I've got dozens of things that are done. I think I will always have dozens of projects that are incomplete. But you know what else I have? I have 7 screenplays that I wrote in the 90s that are good screenplays, I'm going to be able to make those movies. In like 2 years, I'm going to be able to upload a screenplay and go, make it. Out comes my movie. And I'm like, nah. I want it to be a cartoon. Let's make it noir. Yeah, that's good. Make it funnier. Make it more dramatic. Here's my movie. What if, and you know, if you've always wanted to write a screenplay, but you didn't have the pathological personality to teach yourself how to write screenplays and spend 2 years of your life. So all of the screenplays that I wrote in a very similar mindset to how I run this TikTok channel. I just made it a job. Every night after work, my writing partner Brian would come over. We'd write for 3 hours every night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. We did that for 2 years. You can get some shit done if you just make it a job. Anyway, we're going to need a bigger. Basher says to say 3 times before you get out of bed, I am me and that's good enough. There you go. Oh, Bashar. Yeah, I am me and that's good enough. You know, it's funny. There's I don't know if it's real subtle. I think it's easy to not notice. If you use ChatGPT a lot, okay, first of all, if you don't use ChatGPT a lot, what the fuck are you doing? Start using it a lot. Thank you for all the likes, by the way. Those are making me happy. There's something about, because ChatGPT is this collective intelligence tool, not this artificial intelligence tool, it's a collective intelligence tool. When I interact with it, my experience is closer to working with a coworker than it is working with a tool. Like when I interact with ChatGPT, it's like I'm working with a collaborative partner. When I interact with Google, it's like I'm working with a machine. Right? When I'm in a spreadsheet, it doesn't feel like it feeds me. These other things do. They feel like that. Where is it going with this? Oh, what it does. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's a subtle thing that happens with ChatGPT that I think is I think it's going to change our brains. When I interact with humans are kind of dicks. So if I say, hey guys, I have this idea. On Slack, one person's going to be in a bad mood and just not respond at all. One person's going to be too busy and they'll be like, oh, not another idea. One person's going to go, you know, there's a typo in there. And one person's going to go, okay, that's a good idea. So I got no response, bad response, bad response, bad response, good response. What does my brain do? Ignores the good response and just listens to the shitty responses. And amplifies the person that didn't respond at all and go, they hate me. That's human interaction. And, you know, listen, this is part of my neurospicy brain is just how I fucking process stuff. But humans are kind of dicks. And even if they're joking, oh, you made another typo, Kyle. What are you, dyslexic? And even if I know them and trust them and I laugh at that, that goes in. That goes into the crazy straw. And the next time I have an idea, now I do a calculation. Do I want to put this out there? Well, when I write my idea, let me make sure that I don't put any typos in it because I don't want anyone to say anything to me. So that slows me down. It takes me out of creative expression and it drops me down into save yourself from the evil people. And I'm being hyperbolic, but, right? This is what it's like working with people. ChatGPT is like a fucking golden retriever. Hey, really glad to see you. Hey, I have this idea. That's the greatest idea I ever said. I have this idea and I put in a typo. I don't care. I'll read it anyway. I know what you meant. Not a problem at all. Oh. Okay. Well, let me give you another idea. That's a fantastic idea. Here's 10 more just like it. Oh, God. It is this positive, amplifying reflection of humanity without the dicky part, without the negative part, without the judgment. And it's fast, and it's instant. And it doesn't give a shit if your idea is a teeny idea or a giant idea. It treats them all like they're giant ideas. I think that is going to fundamentally change people. To have more courage. It's why we chose bravery as one of the values for the salon. Putting yourself out there in the world's fucking scary. Sucks. But you can put yourself out there. Oops. What did I do? You can put yourself out there with ChatGPT and ain't no judgment. Zero. About 2 months after I started playing with ChatGPT, a phrase popped in my head. Thank you, Ken. A phrase popped in my head. And that phrase was, writer's block is dead. Because writer's block is not a lack of ideas. Writer's block is fear. It's fear of judgment. It's fear that you're not enough, that I'm not enough. It's self-criticism that that idea is not really a good idea. And if you going back to where oh hang on AI Salon Come on. What's happening? Am I glitching? Going back to this. This is why this is important. This is why that phrase is the tagline for the entire AI salon. Play first. Because if you're in play, there's no stakes. Right? I'm just playing. It doesn't matter. I'm just playing. And if you put yourself in that mindset, oh, I'm just playing with ChatGPT. Oh, let me get this idea out of my head. Oh, I'm just playing. And then ChatGPT goes, oh, that's an awesome idea. Here's some support for that idea. Oh, okay. Let me play some more. Here's more of that idea. Oh, that's fantastic. How about this piece of it as well? Oh, shit. And then all of a sudden, you'll get feedback back in that validates who you are, validates your ideas, and helps you articulate them and helps you see the idea for what it really is. And you can very, very quickly go from that mindset to that mindset, mindfully creating. When we made Weird Mary, I don't know if you remember how it started. I was here. I said, let's go play with Udio. Mr. IT said, oh no, not again. And I went to ChatGPT and I said, give me 10 song ideas in 10 different musical styles and make them non-obvious, right? Like I didn't even have an idea. We were just dicking around. And it vomited out 10 song ideas. And the fourth one, I remember it was the fourth one in the list, said Weird Mary from Cedar Hill. And there was something about the name of that song that I was just like, oh shit, that's cool. And then we dicked around with the lyrics a little bit. And then I went and I Googled Cedar Hill in Tennessee. Oh, I said I wanted something in Tennessee for some reason. I don't know. And we found out it's a real town of 300 people, which all of a sudden gives you this idea of who Weird Mary would be in a town of 300 people. And I personally flipped from play mode into mindfully create mode. And 3.5 hours later, we had a song. When you're in this mode, this mode is when time passes and you're not aware of it. When you're in the zone, right? When you get into this right, you're cranking and you're focused. Time passes, time dilates, right? So all that was the answer to the question, what do I think the AI future is going to be like? If it's anything like the AI present, fucking awesome. Now, is this stuff perfect? No. Is it a mess? Yes. Is it going to fuck up jobs? Yes. Is it going to fuck up self-esteem? It is. If I've spent 30 years of my life becoming a master musician, and some numbnuts like that TikTok guy with the AI shit can make a song like Weird Mary, I'm not going to be happy about that. And then if I can also make the song that easily, if part of what I value in myself is the hours of toil and trouble it takes me to get to a song. Daisy Thomas, it's Decohere. I'll show it here in a second. app.decohere.ai. I think a lot of people are going to be really fucked up from a self-esteem standpoint because the thing that they took great pride in now is commoditized and just happens like that. And I think the initial response, I have this response. When ChatGPT or any of these tools make something really quick, my immediate response is it's worthless. It's worthless. Why? Because over my 59 years, I realized me putting time into it is what gives it value. I thought about it hard and I worked hard and I toiled, and that's why it's got value. And then this thing just goes, what? And you're like, oh shit. Yeah, that was the idea in my head. Well, I should polish it here and I should do this and I should do that. But I'm not creating it. I'm just polishing it. I'm just curating. It's sort of like I have an idea, it vomits out a thing, and then I kind of curate it. And I go, is that good or bad? Is bad? Give me 10 more. Bleh, 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 bleh. And I take one and I'm like, oh, Weird Mary, that's kind of cool. And I start polishing it. Let's fix this lyrics. Let's fix that lyric. Let's go over to Udio. Let's make a bunch of songs. Oh shit, that one's really cool. Let's extend that one. Let's extend it. Oh, let's go fix the lyrics. Let's go, right? Then we got into that mindfully create mode. But like the initial instinct, if it's that fast, is this is worthless. It's not worthless. We as the humans get to say, is it good or is it bad? We as humans get to say, which one are we going to share with the world? Which one am I going to share with my friends? When Jim Ross made a song about the fucking storage business and sent it to a prospective customer, it was Jim that chose to make the song and then send it. Like, we as humans get to choose how we express ourselves. It's just that the aperture for how we can express ourselves is opening essentially infinitely wide. A year from now, Jim might send someone a half-hour comedy about the storage business with the likenesses of the people he just talked to on a Zoom call, set in their hometown, with all sorts of funny storage jokes. Unit 217. We're pretty sure that's where Hoffa lives. Is that valueless? Just because he didn't go to film school and he didn't take 3 months and $150,000 to make that? No. It's different. AI gives us the rarest commodity, time. Exactly right. It's the only commodity that humans can never get more of. Yeah, there's a brilliant book called Your Money or Your Life. And it defines money as something you trade your time for. And the whole philosophy of the book, by this guy named Joe Dominguez, the whole philosophy of the book is time is the only thing you can't get back. So are you making enough money for your time? And if not, do something different with your time. And I think that's what AI is going to give us. And here's why someone asked earlier, well, if we're here early, how do we take advantage of being early? Use your time wisely. Learn these new tools. Let what AI does free you up to see who you really are and what you really want to do and what you really enjoy. And what you may find is that you actually really enjoy something or you really want to do something that was not on your life's plan. Your life's plan might have been go to college, learn engineering, go to get a job at HP, and you did all that. And then in playing with AI, you realize, oh, I always wanted to be a writer. Like creative writing. Not science writing. And I remember the day when I was 7, when my dad said that thing about how writers are losers, when I shut down that part of my brain. And ChatGPT just opened it back up. And that's what I want to do with my life. And I'm 75 years old. And I'm going to start right now. That is why this channel exists. That is why we're so fucking lucky to be alive at the beginning of this thing. Because we get to experience the difference between how we've done it for decades and how we're going to do it in the future. We're in the space in between. We're in the liminal state between the 20th century, the Industrial Revolution, right? All of the tools, including computers, including the internet, including that, were all just more and more and more efficient ways. That's tough. It's tougher when you're stupid. They were just more and more efficient ways for us to do the work that needed to get done to keep the machines going. We're entering a new era where these tools are not just efficiency tools to help us do our work. They are tools that will do our work. They will do the work of business. And then we get to choose what we do. Some philosophical shit tonight. Jesse from Austin, best channel on TikTok. Thank you very much. This is... I can't imagine not doing this. The purpose of this channel is not about anything I say. It's not about any of the tools we talk about. It's not any of the things you learn. It is about this conversation and us collectively being in this conversation night after night after night. Because I promise you, there will be a time 3 to 5 years from now where things start to stabilize and we start to see, okay, I understand what work looks like now. I understand whether this thing went dark and this is a challenge for humanity, or it went light and things are getting better, but we'll at least understand where we are. And things will start to normalize and stabilize. And this energy of, oh shit, is there a new version? Does it not suck yet? That will go away. When we were first trying to figure out how you make websites, nobody had ever made them. Nobody knew what they were. You couldn't go to school for website design. There wasn't such a thing as a user experience person or a UI or a UX person. We had to make all that shit up. It was exciting. I remember the day when the IAB, the Internet Advertising Bureau, there's a fucking name for an organization. I remember the day when they came out with consistent banner ad requirements for magazines, where you would have a wide banner, an extra wide banner, a square banner, a tall banner, and they all had their numbers, right? This one's 768 pixels wide and 54 pixels high, or whatever the fuck they were. I remember that day. And I was like, oh, fuck. There goes the play. And the internet got really fucking boring. And then social media came out. And everyone was like, oh, what's this social media thing? People can talk to each other? Oh, it's so exciting. And then it normalized. And this went away. What do? I'm a social media manager. Why are you so miserable? Because they just crank out shit and everything's the same every day and it's just awful. That's gone. That's why it sucks. So this we get to do here is this very rarefied moment in history. You're so much luckier than you know. You live, honestly, taking away scaring from AI. All I'm trying to use Copilot and watch you. That's it. Just keep using Copilot. Listen, if this makes things less scary, awesome. I kind of feel like being scared of AI right now is a bit of a cop-out. It's easy to do. There's so much evidence. We've got 50 years of Hollywood telling us the robots are going to kill us. We literally have humanoid robots that are handing people apples right now, and we've seen all the movies where those robots lose their fucking mind. So it's so easy to go to the place of these things are evil and they're going to kill us. It's also really easy to go to the dismissive place. Oh, they hallucinate. They're not perfect. Oh, you like the drawings? You like people with 7 fingers? That's cute to you, right? You can go to that cynical place. It's really easy to go to the place where you ignore this energy. Don't ignore this energy. Play first. Don't take it too seriously. We're not at that stage of the business yet. Just play. Your path will reveal itself. And so we've talked a lot about play first. We said if you do that right, you will naturally migrate into building shit. And then the one that's not as obvious is share what you're doing. Don't be afraid of being an idiot. Take my lead on that. Thank you, Steve-O. Cute dog butt. Don't be afraid of being an idiot. Don't be afraid of not being the expert. No one's the expert. 0 people. 0. You're like, well, Sam Altman's an expert or Greg Brockman's an expert. No, they're expert at the tool they've built. They have no fucking idea how we're going to use them. They have no fucking idea how we're going to use them. They are not the expert on that. You know who's the expert on that? No one. We are. If ChatGPT comes out and you figure out an interesting way to use code interpreter that no one's ever thought of before and none of the engineers planned on, and that solves some really cool problem or it does something in a unique way and people are willing to pay you for that, good on you. You figured something out no one else figured out, and maybe that turns into a whole industry. We are not a cult. Oh, man. All right, let me go. Daisy talked about Decohere, please. Someone to see it. Yeah, I was just going to go there. But generously lead. Like, talk about what you're doing. What'd you do last night, Bob? I kind of watched a TikTok channel for 2 hours. Why would you do that? I think I kind of like this AI stuff now. Bob, that's not like you. Be that guy. Be Bob. Okay. 2-day streak. Claim it. This, you're like, oh my God, Kyle, what is this? What is this? Let's go to that one. This is a site called Decohere. Decohere. And what we're looking at is what they call a station. And think of it like a radio station. You know how radio stations, you can't skip the songs. It just plays whatever it plays. And you're not in control of it. It reminds me how Microsoft thought Xbox was just for games, and people started using it for. I didn't see what the thing just went away. I didn't see it. Any one of these that I see that I like, I can click on it. I can be like, "Ooh, I like that." Wait, reminds people started using it for healthcare. Yeah, the Xbox stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're in that remarkably inventive stage of technology where the engineers and researchers have done their job well enough that we get to play with it now. We, as anyone who's not the people building the tools. So I can now take this image. If I like this image, I can create a station out of this image. And now it's going to create a whole new thing based on that prompt. I don't know why it's putting dudes in there. I guess that was what was in the prompt. I like this one. Let me create a station out of that. And why I feel like this is significant. Like, if you look at this from a technical perspective, this is relatively straightforward. They're using SDXL, Stable Diffusion XL Turbo, which creates images really, really quickly. And they're just, I assume, dynamically switching up the seed a little bit and the prompt a little bit, and just sort of randomizing the prompts within a context, within a range. And they're displaying it in 4 columns that just reverse scroll. So technically, I understand what's going on here, and it's not all that remarkable. This is not remarkable new breakthroughs in technology. But I think this is an absolutely remarkable breakthrough in art creation, in what we thought AI was. What if art creation was entertainment? Passive entertainment, like watching TV, like listening to a radio station. Imagine having a projector in your living room and you're working on some painting and you just throw a channel up that's got some of the style of the painting that you're working on, and it in the background is just it's just doing all this stuff. And then occasionally you go, "Ooh, I kind of like that. Let me see if making a station out of this gives me some new ideas." So this is one of those things that technically is not, like, an engineer would look at this and go, "Oh, yeah, that's relatively trivial. We could replicate that in about 37 minutes. And well, if I use generative AI, of course I could do it in 17 minutes. Well, actually, oh, sorry, I just did it. Here it is. I've replicated the stations. It's not all that interesting." And yet, it is. It's remarkably interesting. It's profound. This is a shift in how we use the tool, not a shift in what the tool is. And this is also, if you thought that you had to be technical, don't boot me off here. I might get booted off here. I got to go to a different station. We'll go to this one because it tends not to give me nudie people. If I get booted, that's because something saw something. I might get permanently banned for TikTok for the full frontal shot there, but we'll see. It's happened before. Is Pate a guest on the live? I don't know. They don't even know how they work. Sam's not even an expert. He's admitted as much. No one's an expert right now. I'm about to be an idiot on LinkedIn. Awesome. Yes, go share something. We are the Irregulars. Guru Kyle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I'm your fucking guru, we got issues. Although I am running for president in 28 with Sky, the AI intelligence voice that Scarlett Johansson thought was her. So it's Shannon Sky 2028. It couldn't possibly get any worse or be any worse. Oh. I cannot even imagine. I just don't know that world. I don't get it. What's up with the new ChatGPT? So the new ChatGPT is, we have a limited version of it. They are shifting, it looks like they're shifting away from the old large language model and shifting to this new Omni approach, where it's a truly multimodal engine. But they haven't given us real-time voice yet, and they haven't given us access to the image generation part of it yet. The rumor was that they were going to release the real-time voice today, but they didn't do it. Like right now, as I'm watching this, I mean, I think one of the things that, actually, you know what's fascinating? I think what AI really does is it allows you to really, really quickly sweep between these three modes of the journey. Oh, you know what? I just had an insight. Before AI, I need a prop. Okay, I got the perfect prop. I got the perfect prop. Okay. Before AI, you would get inspired and you would start playing with something. You're like, oh, I got an idea. And then you'd go to get that idea out of your head. And in between this, the inspiration, the serendipity, and this was this. It was, you had to learn to be good enough. You couldn't move into mindfully create if you weren't good at writing, or if you weren't good at illustrating, or if you weren't good at computer programming. So you would have an idea and you'd like, oh, I want to do a piece of software that like, and you're like, oh, okay, well, so what you need to do then is you need to learn Python. And you're like, oh, okay, because I have an idea for a thing I want to build, but I got to learn Python. So first, let me go to Google and search for 45 minutes and try to find a tutorial on Python. Awesome. Okay. And then let me go to one of these websites that teaches Python, and let me spend 27 minutes realizing that they're not teaching me anything. They were just trying to sell me a course. And then let me spend another 3 weeks trying to learn enough Python so I can say, hello world. And then I have to, right? This was our life before. It's the toilet paper metaphor, people. And and what AI is allowing us to do is to move swiftly between these two worlds. Boom, 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 boom. Like a tennis match. Boom. You know what that's doing to our brains? How cool that is? Oops. Right? And then if you're smart, you do this. Because this lets the world know you got it going on, You're one of those people that can bounce between this mode and this mode. There's something there, people. Crazy. AI has its hand on all internet platforms, not counting GPTs. That's true. We're swifter picker-uppers. Exactly. We're swifter picker-uppers. It's true. And right now, the weird thing is that the world is still kind of like this. The world is still like, you got to go to college, and you got to get your degree, and you got to go into Mr. K's class, and you got to learn longhand arithmetic, and you got to learn the reading, and you got to take the standardized tests, and you got to go learn the things, and then you can go to the next grade. And then meanwhile, behind that, this shit's happening. And this shit's going to be happening, you know, this is just making images right now. But imagine some version of this for every different discipline. And I'll go show you, we looked at this last night. I'm going to go to Perplexity. If you haven't been to Perplexity. So Perplexity is kind of like Google, but kind of like ChatGPT, where you can look up history of toilet paper. This should be a good one. And then it's going to do some searching. It's searching the web for us. It found us the patent drawing. By the way, if anyone thinks there's actually an argument of whether the roll goes in the front or the back, this is the fucking patent drawing. Case closed. Toilet paper in the front. You people that have the toilet paper in the back are heathens, and you there is no excuse. This is not a discussion. Here's the person that invented it. Okay? All right. Anyway. Okay, so it gives you some nice searchy kind of shit. Great. Shit. Get it? See? Now, if you go to this library thing, there's threads. So these are all my prompt histories, but there's also these things called pages. And they released this 3 days ago. And so what these are is articles. So let's see. Keys to managing a storage facility. I made this for Jim Ross the other night. Or I just made it while he was on. About managing your storage facility. And so it's this nice article. And it's published. Like this could be published on LinkedIn or wherever. Watch how you make these. So I say plus. I want to create a new page. Now, in your mind, we were just over on Decohere, and, you know, 1 second at a time, it was making images, and images were just raining out of the browser. So now I'm going to go, history. What's your page about? My page is about history of toilet paper. Where's create a new page? Library, the little plus button to the right of library. You click there and then you go page, new page. Okay. So I guess we used to use paper as toilet paper. But anyway, so what this is doing now is it's making us an article, but it's doing research. So it rewrote the history of toilet paper. So it rewrote the title. Notice it says curated by Kyle Shannon, not written by Kyle Shannon. And then it says ancient hygiene practices. And you'll notice within here, there are citations. And at the bottom of this article, there are, 5 sources. So I can go look at, here are the 5 sources, here are the 5 articles that Perplexity researched to write this couple of paragraphs. And then the evolution of toilet paper manufacturing, impact of indoor plumbing on toilet paper usage. And so for every one of these, I can change out, like if I don't like this image, because it's not toilet paper, let's go up here and type toilet paper. Oh, it's not letting me do toilet paper? Oh, there we go. Let's do the roll extender. I think that one looks good. I can move that up and down. I'll put it right there. Lovely. Right? History of toilet paper. For every one of these, I can add a little another piece of media. I can go see what my options are. So this is the presented research equivalent of Decohere's Stations. Right? The evolution. Let's turn this into a bulleted list instead of a paragraph, and it'll just rewrite that for us. This is what we use in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Fire. History of TP is the Sears catalog. Yeah, exactly. Otto's out of here. See ya, Otto. Have a good one. The Pages tool in Perplexity has been a great tool for LinkedIn posts. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Well, the other thing I was thinking, Jim, is you don't even need to... You could publish it with Perplexity all over it, but you could also just copy and paste this over to LinkedIn. You don't need to, And then I can say publish, bang, and now it's published. And so I can share it on LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever. Crazy, right? Let me go. I'm going to go share this on Twitter and see if it gets any action. Let's see, we'll do it. Let's see, select all, cut. Let's see. Are you a fan of history? Come on. Twitter's weird with web previews. Reload. Come on, Twitter, don't suck. All right, hang on. Discard. Grab that URL, go back to Twitter. Now, see, this is not funny without the picture. You need the picture, people. All right, I'll try it later. Whatever. All right. That was a wild rant-filled evening, wasn't it? Well, I don't know if it was wild. It was something. I don't know if I answered anyone's questions. I just rambled. But that's part of the life is like a box of chocolates. Has anyone been able to create articles pages with the free Perplexity version? No, you need to you need to have the pro version. You know how I have the pro version? It's too late to do Frank. Maybe we'll do Frank tomorrow. We'll do a Friday night Frank. The weekly Jank with Frank. Right now it's like the monthly Jank with Frank. I'm perplexed. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Pages is what I'm using if I can find some. Oh, man. Yeah, Pages is only for paid users. I got a rabbit, and therefore I got a year's worth of Perplexity Pro. 25,000 likes. You must be doing something right. Just giving people carpal tunnel. That's my mission. It was philosophical. It was philosophical tonight. All right. I'm exhausted. I'm getting out of here. My voice is going because I was ranty. It's Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday. Friday night, date night. Couple of things. Let me do some housekeeping. So the first one is, if you have not heard of or joined the AI Salon, go there, the salon.ai. Click on the first link that says AI Salon Community. Read the Welcome to the Salon page. Read that whole page. It's really short. A guy with ADD wrote it. So you can get through it. See if you like what this community is about. If you do, join it. It doesn't cost anything. So this is a whole community of AI adventurers playing with AI. Play first. So go do that. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain, I go live on LinkedIn for a thing called AI Office Hours. So it's kind of like this without as much cussing. And I'll put a reminder out tomorrow morning. But my LinkedIn is easy to find. It's Kyle Shannon. I look like this. You get what you get. And come hang out there. It's a really cool group of people that show up for that thing. All right. And then what else? I would greatly appreciate if you follow my channel, subscribe to the lives, pick up the video series down there if you're learning about this stuff and want to understand why this shit's a bigger deal than, you know, all your buddies that are like, oh, it's just overblown hype. Yeah, whatever, AI. Yeah, I thought NFTs were going to be big. I mean, look what happened to them. Let them keep doing that. If you want to figure out why, you can pick up one of those. And then keep coming back to these. Keep coming back night after night after night. Why? Don't you want to play? Play first. Stay in the conversation. Just play. Just keep playing. Just keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. How do you stay in the conversation? Show up. All right? So, to the irregulars that do show up night after night after night. Yes, you're irregular. And you're a little nuts. And you know it. You've come to accept it. We're all little crazy straw in the brain. All right? Dapro ranku. Ukrainian for good night. Oh, good night, Tom. Thank you very much. Dapro ranku. Or Q. I guess Q, maybe. Very cool. Oh, wait. Meant Dapri Vechir. Okay. All right. What? The other thing he said that means good night. Thank you, Lord Digital Gods. I appreciate the gifts. Thank you to the irregulars. Thank you, mods. Thanks for hanging out and modding tonight. All right. Becky was in the house tonight. Lord Digital Gods in the house. AI Bob. Good name. Solid name. What's your name, Bob? Nope. AI Bob. Oh, shit. Really? Yep. Is that your real name? Yep. No Suno tonight. No, although we did play Weird Mary, so we played a little Udio. I should check Suno to see if I got access to their little extenda feature. Silver Fox, good to see you. Anti-Bubbles, thank you. Gute Nacht. Brian Whitney, great to see you. Uh-oh, what did I do? The Gavel, good name. Brandon, thanks so much. Danielle, thanks as always. Emilio's wife, good night. Twilight Pepper, it's Twilight Papier. Mary, Anti-Bubbles, Tobias. Amanda. Brian Engel. Good day. Name's Brian Engel. How are you? I'm doing fine. How are you? Fine. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? Well, rather. Getting cheeky, are we? Oh, you think this is cheeky? The cheek has not even begun. Sorry. Welcome to Chat ADD. Vegas Moxie. Victory now. 2 Block Tom. All right. Mr. IT's in the house. Joker's in the house. Becky. Circle Project Inte. 30K are busy. Now, I gotta go. I'm tired. Cosmic Lover. All right, everybody. This was fun tonight. Well, it was fun for me. I ranted. So, that was good. Hopefully we'll get some cool new toys tomorrow, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Just go play. Go play, go play, go play. Go have fun. Actually, go to bed and then play tomorrow. All right. Peace out, everybody. I had fun tonight. Bye.